Hello and welcome everybody to another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Diamond 4. The climb continues. We have been having a really nice run actually. Just before the season ended, I think we closed out at rank number 3, and then also with the new season, we've also been doing quite well. Hopefully we can keep that streak alive. We had a nice little Boros aggro deck, just kind of textbook Boros beatdown. Now that I did a Boros video, if it's close, maybe we'll go back to 5 colors. We'll see how this goes. But before we head into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com. Let's say you need some singles for your standard deck, your modern deck, or your pioneer decks, or you wanted to just buy some sealed product. Let's say you want to pre-order Final Fantasy, or just open some Tarkir Dragonstorm booster packs. TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for all your Match the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. If you need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that good stuff to make sure you are fully ready to go for your next tabletop event, heavyplay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order. They're also at basically every Match the Gathering convention, so if you ever see their booth, tell them Paul sent you, and you'll get 10% off in person as well. I'm kind of feeling an Ugin. What about an Ugin? No, you know what? I will accept. What an amazing way to start the draft. Jeskai Revelation. Although I will tell you right now, I have not had the best luck with this card recently. I have it in my deck, but just like the decks don't do well. I think it's because like I get it and I go 5 colors and it doesn't end up working out. But who am I kidding? We are taking Jeskai Revelation. Other good cards in this pack are Frontline Rush, Traveling Botanist, and the Pack Beast. These are all really good uncommons, and I think they're going to be taken after we take the Revelation. Usually with the Revelation, I mean, let's be real, I'm probably going to want to go 5 colors. I haven't really had a ton of great experiences just going straight Jeskai control, so oftentimes you just want to play all the colors, maybe some ramp as well if you can do it. But yeah, a lot of good cards. Hopefully the people that I pass to take the Pack Beast and the Frontline Rush before the Botanist so that I get more 5-color stuff in pack number 2. But first pick, Jeskai Revelation. That is a fantabulous way to start the draft. All right, moving on to pack 1, pick 2. What do we want to do? Well, we want to survive. No rare in the pack. This is not a Venerated Stormsinger pick after first pick Revelation. For me, I'm looking at Riverwheel Sweep and the Molten Exile. Now, both of the cards are very good, but I think I should really put a high priority on cards that let me survive into the late game so that I can cast the Jeskai Revelation. I think in terms of sheer power level, they are similar, but I'm going to take the Molten Exile here over the Sweep just because it's a good, cheap, interactive spell. Oh my gosh, what are these? Okay. This is a real pick obviously it's a real pick, but it's a real interesting pick that I have to make here. I do not think the pick is Flamehold Grappler. It's a really sweet card, but for me, it really truly is a decision between Glacial Dragon Hunt and Karakik Guardian. I do love the Dragon Hunt and I like the Grappler, but I love the Guardian. The thing is, oftentimes when you draft these Dragon decks, I often don't have a really great way to close out the games, and I feel like my win rate just skyrockets when I pick up cards like the Guardian. The Dragon Hunt is a premium removal spell, but I have a Molten Exhale. I still feel like I prioritize having, especially the really top end uncommon dragons. I think I put a really high priority on them. All right, this is also quite an interesting pick. I do not think the pick is Dragon's Prey or the land here. What I'm really looking at here is Dragon Sniper and Teeming Dragonstorm out of this pack. And again, I think the Dragonstorm is a really nice payoff card for the Dragons deck, but I really just want to make sure that I have the early game covered, and I do think Sniper is a premium card to play early to let you get to that late game. So let's take the Dragon Sniper here. You know, we're balancing things, right? It's like sometimes we take the expensive, powerful card. Sometimes we take the cheap, interactive card here. Given our color situation, seems like a fairly easy Sagu Wildling. Dismal Backwater is fine. I don't love Sage of the Fang unless I'm drafting the counters deck, which is a real deck, by the way. The Golgari or Abzan counters deck is absolutely a real deck. Armament Dragon is an uncommon dragon, but I think it's significantly weaker. It might be the weakest of the uncommon dragons, and it stretches my mana to a place where I don't want to be. It looks like we want to be like a teamer base, maybe splashing white here. So let's take Saga Wildling because it's a dragon. It fixes our mana. It kind of does everything that we want in this deck. Moving on to pack 1, pick 6. Fairly weak pack here overall. It's really between Bewildering Blizzard and the Tranquil Cove. I took a Mana Fixer here. I do like having a couple of card draw effects, and I do like the Bewildering Blizzard a fair amount. So let's take that here for now. All right, moving on to pack 1, pick 7. Now that I took the Blizzard, I am less concerned about taking the Focus the Mind out of this pack. There is a Sultai Monument, a Temur Tawny back, and a Rugged Highlands here. Now we're getting kind of interesting. I feel like I'm probably going to have enough playables. I don't need to Focus the Mind. I don't have a black card just yet for a Sultai Monument, but I might. It's very likely that I'm going to want a black card. I don't think it's the Temur Tawny back. All right, let's take the, look, I don't have a black card yet, right? And this is a good land for my deck. So why don't we take the Rugged Highlands? Just because we absolutely think this is going to be good. Whereas there is a non-zero chance that I don't have a black card in my deck for the Monument. And so let's just take the Rugged Highlands. This is a pretty weak pack for us. There's a Shock Brigade, which is late. Don't really care about that in this type of deck. There's an Agent of Codis, which also isn't great. I don't know. These are all bad. I'll take Agent of Codis just in case I need a 2-drop, but ideally I don't have to play that card. Noting that the 2 aggressive cards in this pack got taken. I'll take Champion of Doosan. This is a totally fine, serviceable card. So let's take that. And here I'll take an Earthcarver. Another fine, serviceable card if I don't get enough stuff here for the late game. Here I'll take Narcissus Rebuke. I actually don't mind this as a removal spell, assuming that I will have the ability to be able to use the 3 mana here from the Rebuke. Here I'll take a Twin Bolt, but probably not going to look to play it. Noting that none of the lands are tabling, so it does look like there is somebody taking the lands aggressively. What that means for us is that we are going to be needing to take lands a little bit higher than we're used to, just because somebody's taking all the lands, right? So now it's like, this is a draft where maybe we don't need to take the spells as highly, just because I think people are taking the lands at a more aggressive pace. This is a really good pack. Rakshas's Bargain, great card draw spell. Globe is also fantastic for this deck. Dispelling Exhale, also really, really good, along with the Botanist. But of course, I am taking the Bloomvine Regent. This is awesome. It ramps you. I've got some dragons already. This is everything that I want. So oh my gosh, we are splashing black. We are splashing black. I guess we could have taken the Sultai Monument, but honestly, can I really be too upset about this situation, right? Like, I just make sure that I take enough mana fixing. And now that I'm all 5 colors, I have Teval, Bloomvine Regent, Karakit Guardian, Jeskai Revelation. Just focus on... Oh my gosh, we're just doing it again here, folks. We passed the Jeskai cards, and look, we are getting absolutely rewarded. Second pick Teval, third pick Dragonback Assault. What? Fresh start, Dragonstorm Glow, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. We are taking Dragonback Assault. This deck is absolutely ridiculous. Look at our top end. We don't need any more top end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rare/mythic bombs. We just want to focus on the cheap stuff. Okay? The cheap stuff. And mana fixing, of course. Like here. Interesting choice. It's not the Equilibrium Adept. We have too many expensive cards. And it's not the Goalkeeper. I don't think that card's particularly good. For me, do I want Sagu Wildling or Opulent Palace? Man, a Tri-Land is really, really tempting here. But so is the Wildling. It kind of is similar in that it gets me all the colors that I need, but also doubles as a dragon. I actually think the Wildling is what I want here. Oh, this is... If I've seen an Encroaching Dragonstorm deck, this is absolutely it. We are going to take it here. This deck definitely wants the ramp. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dragons in the deck. Yes, please. All right. Pack 2, pick 6. What do we have? There's a Temur Devotee and a Jeskai Monument. I'll take Jeskai Monument. This seems like a totally fine card to play here. Any of the monuments are fine. Temur Devotee and Sultai Devotee are both kind of replacement level. And I'm happy playing with either, but I think I'd rather just have the Monument here as another way to just make sure that I got my mana fixing, because now I just need to play 1 plains and 1 mount, or just 1 plains, and I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with the plains is 4, and then Encroaching Dragonstorm. That's 5 white sources in the deck for the Jeskai Revelation. Just need to keep taking early picks. Dispelling Exhale would be fantastic, of course. There is, in this pack... Stormplane Detainment as a splash removal spell and Embermouth Sentinel. I don't really care for the detainment. There's like a bunch of ways to kill enchantments as well in this format. I think I'm just going to take the Embermouth Sentinel. I don't love it, but I'm just going to take it just in case. This is a whiff of a pack. We'll take Blossoming Sands as another mana fixer for white cards. Well, at least this pack started out strong, and then it looks like everybody else is in 5 colors. But look, we still have all the powerful stuff. Ooh, Rakshasa's Bargain or Dispelling Exhale. I actually think, I love Rakshasa's Bargain, but I have no cheap interaction. This is a really good one with all the dragons that I have. I do think I'm going to take the Dispelling Exhale here. It just makes a lot of sense. Our late game power is already really up there. We have 2 card draw effects already, right? So I just think I would much rather just have a cheap interactive spell that I can play. I don't think the Rejuvenator is particularly strong. So I'd rather just take Champion of Doosan. Hopefully I don't have to play it. I don't really like Einok Wayfarer very much in general. Maybe I'd take it here over Sage. Like Sage of the Fang is pretty bad too. I guess I'll take the Einok Wayfarer. I just don't love it. Just unless I have ways to recur. I don't know how much I love the Wayfarer. But given what we have so far, it looks like we are going to be needing some playables. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards here. All right, pack 3, pick 1. A lot of good options. I'm just going to take Warden of the Grove. This is a bomb. Lion Wait's also really, really good, but you just don't pass Warden of the Grove. Come on. Warden of the Grove is fantastic. Right now, our black is a very light splash here in the... where is it even? Oh, the Teval. So I don't know that I want to take the Caustic Exhale just because I think it's a little bit hard to cast. Now, how many spells do I have? This gets instants or sorceries, and I have 1, 2, 3. Kishla is interesting. There's also Piercing Exhale. But this doesn't look like a good Piercing Exhale deck either. I'm just going to take the Trawlers. It just has the most upside. And it also makes my Einok Wayfarers more desirable, I want to say. Here we have Dragon's Prey on the splash, Piercing Exhale, or one of these mana fixers. I think I'm going to take Evolving Wilds. I'm all 5 colors. I think the first Evolving Wilds has a lot of value in this type of deck. Again, I don't think I love Equilibrium Adept in this type of deck, but I don't think I need Blossoming Sands because I only have Jeskai Revelation on the splash. So I'm just going to look to take cards for my, like a card that I'm reasonably happy playing, and Temur Tawnyback I like. It's just something that I can play on curve. So let's go ahead and take that here for the deck. Moving on to pack 3, pick 5. There's Durgar Island Dragon, which is fine. There's Rediscover the Way, but it's really hard to cast. And I feel like I have enough late game value, so I don't really put a high priority on that. So I'm just going to take a counterspell here. I do like Spectral Denial. It's another thing for me to play early that can disrupt what my opponents are looking to do. So let's go ahead and take that. Now we have the choice between Dismal Backwater and Dragon's Prey, and I will take Dragon's Prey just to make sure that I have good removal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is 18 cards, right? I still just need to take playable cards for my deck. This is an unfortunate pack. There's nothing I want. So let's just take Stillness in Motion and move on to the next pack. Here we have Defibrillating Current, which I don't love. There's Attuned Hunter, which I can play on curve. There's a Strategic Betrayal, but I don't love it on the black splash. I guess I'll take the Hunter, but I don't love it. Oh, I do love Lion Weight, though. That is an excellent, excellent pickup here. We have plenty of really good dragons to get back with the Lion Weight, which I really, really like. Probably going to play the Narset's Rebuke just to have more removal here. I should probably separate my spells just so I can get a better sense for how this looks. Something along those lines. Yeah, I guess I'm probably just playing the Einok Wayfarer. I just don't have enough playables here. Attuned Hunter looks pretty bad, so probably not looking to play that. And I think this is the type of deck where just like I need to focus on my mana. So let's just play the Embermouth Sentinel as well. Now, noting that certainly this deck could have been stronger, but This is what happens now when 5 colors is heavily contested, and this is kind of what you end up with. 27 minus 3, 24. Double Champion of Doosan. You know, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. 13 creatures here. A handful of things to do early. The Saga Wildlings certainly have to go a long way. I don't think I need to play the Earth Carvers. I have 2 6-drops and a Jeskai Revelation and a Bewildering Blizzard. Ooh, just picked up a second copy of Embermouth Sentinel. Am I interested in those? Probably. All right, let's take a look at the curve here. Now, also, you know, there is a consideration to play 16 lands here as well. But I probably won't just because I have some... Well, I do have double Saga Wildling. Like, double Saga Wildling, double Embermouth Sentinel just means that, like, I'm always going to be able to find a land, and I have a Jeskai Monument. So, yeah, it really does make sense. Okay, so 1 Swamp, 1 Plains makes a lot of sense. Definitely need to over-index on green sources with double Saga Wildling. So going to play another Forest here. This gives me 5 blue sources, which I think is fine, along with the double Saga Wildlings. Just really important that I get green early, I think. And then same thing with the red. Like, how much red do I have? They're all expensive too. So 1 mountain makes sense. Let's add another forest, why don't we? This gives us 9 green sources. And especially with double Saga Wildling and the Dragon Sniper, this makes a lot of sense. First thing we'll get oftentimes will be an island with the Saga Wildling. Bloomvine Regent can act as a 3-mana spell here. Certainly a lot of power and some things to do on turn 2. Our dragon count is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, along with a Dragonback Assault, which is pretty cool. And I like all of my spells. Just like this has all the interaction that I want. I think this could pretty easily just cut one of the Champion of Doosans. This is simply just a curve filler, so I don't really absolutely need that. And yeah, I think this is the deck. Let's take a look at the sideboard here. Agent of Codis, I don't care for. Essence Anchor, I don't care for. Twin Bolt on the Splash, I don't care for. Attuned Hunter doesn't do that much. I think I'd rather have the Champion of Doosan here. And as much as like Earth Carver seems interesting, I already have a million expensive things. And I'm just playing the Narcissus Rebuke just for a removal effect. All right, let's give this a go. Let us give this a go. Pretty exciting deck. Certainly have a few filler cards. Like, I could really have used the Globe. But we do have a Bloomvine Regent and an Encroaching Dragonstorm as ramp, which is nice. One more would have been great. But I still think our fixing's okay. And I think we did a good job of balancing between aggression, control, and mana fixing and card advantage. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and would like to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. It really means a lot and allows me to continue making all of this content. All right, we have Jeskai Revelation in the opener here. Probably just getting an island with Embermouth Sentinel. I think I just want to play it on turn 2. Like, I'm just not going to have a dragon in play anytime soon. And with this type of hand, I just want to keep hitting my land drops, right? Traveling Botanist, okay. I mean, that's what Molten Exhale is for. Don't want to get Snakeskin Veiled here. So let's just go ahead and kill that. And let's go get a Plains with Saga Wildling. So now we have all of our colors. Actually, we don't have all of our colors. Let me take that back. Still need black mana. Still need black mana. But obviously, we want to be able to cast the Revelation more than anything. Alchemist Assistant into Blossoming Sand. So Abzan mid-range from the opponent. No reason to search for a swamp just yet. Like, given that I have 6 mana sources already, if I draw another land, I probably just want to go ahead and play Saga Wildling. Formation Breaker, okay. Into, oh, nice, okay. All right, we did find Narset's Rebuke, which sadly doesn't do much here. But I'm just going to kill it anyways. The reason being is if I don't draw a land next turn, I think I might just be interested in getting a land with the Wildling, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I just think, like, being able to play Revelation is so strong, I'd rather just wait for that, right? Alright, the Dragon Sniper is not all that scary. We'll take 1. Encroaching Dragonstorm, yep. Whoa, 2 islands. Okay. All right, what you got? A counterspell will be pretty bad. Durgar Island Dragon. Okay, so my plan here is to bounce this spell and kill the sniper. Yeah. Boom. All right. I guess we just play the wildling. Not the most exciting. I mean, it was fine. We get to just play a bunch of random things. Now, do I wish I had another card draw spell? I don't know. I think it was close between that and the Dispelling Exhale, but... not like this is a horrible spot to be in. Wow, they killed the sniper and not the Sagu Wildling. Like, I guess they want to beat me down? Maybe they have a Snakeskin Veil? Doesn't really... I guess we'll get an island. Okay. Make sure I have Dispelling Exhale mana up. Alright. Attack for 7, and we still have Dispelling Exhale, which won't counter everything, but if they play something big, we certainly can. We'll let the Dragonstorm resolve. It's a good sign that that's what they're leading with. Like, you have 3 cards in hand, and you still play Encroaching Dragonstorm. That's weird. Alright, so this I will counter. Just to get a 3/3 flyer off the battlefield. And we're out of action, so we're going to need to draw something here. Wow, that is amazing. I'm going to just cast that right away. What a draw. And that's a Warden of the Grove. Alright, so this is a lot. If I just find one more spell, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Death begets life? Are you kidding me? Oh no! Well, I thought I was in a good spot. I played all my rares, but then my opponent played theirs. So now I am certainly in trouble. Holy cow. What do I do now? I can't get back the Revelation. I can get back Sagu Wildling to kill Sage of the Fang, I guess? Wow. I just think the Warden is not even that strong right now. Death begets life. What a heck of a card. Well, now the Encroaching Dragonstorm certainly makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's brutal. That is really brutal. Okay, and they're going to give it wings. Okay. Okay, I knock Wayfarer. Well, I could hit Champion of Doosan, I guess. Or I can just hit, like, a bunch of incredible creatures. I'm just going to make a 2/2 here. Yeah, I mean, Death Begets All is super strong. Like, I'm probably going to lose this game because they drew so many cards. Alright, Trade Route Envoy. 4 cards in hand. I don't think it's realistic that I can mill them. And I've cast both of my card draw spells. 12, 13. 3 lands left in my deck. Okay. Alright. Really? They must have a removal spell for Saga Wildling. Oh, that was good. Okay. Holy cow. Alright, you know what? I thought I had a good deck, but they just, like, they played all the Sultai Rares. I mean, they countered everything. Yeah. The thing is, you know, I have a bunch of good cards, but this, if it resolves, just kind of trumps everything, right? Should have drafted Boros. Should have drafted Boros. Yeah, maybe I wanted the, I don't know. I'm just saying things just because I'm losing. Like, if, you know, if I won this game, I wouldn't have said anything. Like, I had totally fine draws. They just played Death Begets All. And like I said before, we might just be a little bit too heavy on mana. But given that we have all those expensive cards, I thought it was okay. All right, we're dead. All right, Death Begets All. GG. GG. I think maybe I should make one adjustment here. Like, I think I just want another expensive card, as weird as that is. As weird as that seems, and cut one of these other cards. Maybe it's just, honestly, maybe it's just the Rebuke. I have nothing cheap I can play off of it. So let's just do something like that and just play, instead of Narset's Rebuke, I just play an Earth Carver. Still keeping a heavy land count, but just having another expensive card in my deck. It's like we effectively have like 22, 23 mana sources in our deck. Oof. The bombs in this set do not mess around. Like, I know I have them as well. It's crazy how powerful they are. All right, I will keep this Embermouth Sentinel to the rescue here. Without this, this is I throw it back. But with it, there's a lot of hope. I'm actually not sure what to do here. Let's just play the Sentinel. Get the Forest. Honestly, if I rattle off a million lands in a row, holding the Evolving Wilds for Dragonback Assault is really nice. But I think I should just play the Evolving Wilds here. Attuned Hunter. We will let that resolve. I'm going to get a Mountain. Play the Dragonstorm. Get Plains. And do I have double green cards? Bloomvine Regent, I don't care for. It's like, do I want Plains or Island? Or Forest, rather. Or Island or Forest. I'm going to get Island. I do have Bewildering Blizzard in my deck as well. Knockout Maneuver. I should have countered it, damn it. Kishla Trawlers. I don't have a spell just yet. They're red-green. I mean, given that they're red-green, I'm just making a 7/7 here. It's just really hard for them to kill a 7/7, right? Sagu Pummeler, okay. So I have this Sniper, but I don't know if I want to cast it just yet. Oh, and I drew the Blizzard, by the way. I really, really dislike the fact that they have nothing in play that dies to the Dragonback Assault. Durgar Island Dragon. We will let that resolve. Okay. No lands, okay. Oh. That's really interesting. I mean, certainly I want to play something out of my hand. I'm just not sure what. Like, I can get 2 forests with the Bloomvine Regent, which seems pretty good. It's just too suspicious not to play it, so I'm going to play the land. Let's just play it slow, though. Like, all my stuff, all the cards in my hand died to the Dragonback Assault. Although, notably, I don't have a dragon in my hand for the Dispelling Exhale just yet. I could also just fire off a Dragon's Prey here, but we'll see. Champion of Doosan. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to kill the 4/4. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think they're going to block, so I'm going to attack. I just have too much mana up, right? It's like... This is just the craziest block I've ever seen. What? Okay. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what they're going for here. Let's be careful. I can play Warden of the Grove. That's probably going to influence them to play. I can also just play the Trawlers. Yeah, let's play the Trawlers, I guess. And I have the choice between one of these two cards. I think I have plenty of cards, so let's go with the Dragon's Prey. And now I have to decide whether or not I want to go for Warden of the Grove. I could also just play Dragon Sniper as just something to block the Sagu Pummeler. I'm at 12 life, so I do have to be a little bit mindful of my life total, right? I think this will absorb... Okay, the thing is, I have so many resources, right? So I'm playing this out because I think this will absorb some kind of removal spell. And if that's the case, or if they attack me with the Pummeler, I'm also okay with that. Ideally, I just draw an untapped land, and I can go Dragonback Assault, land, make a thing, Sentinel, make another thing. That's kind of what I'm trying to set up for here. Roar of Endless Song absolutely gets countered. All right, so there is the land. Yeah, there's no need to mess around here. Actually, do I get Warden of the Grove going? Whenever a non-token creature... No, let's just play this now. Oh, I only have 3 lands left in my deck, so I do need to be mindful of that too. I mean, this is fun. So the damage has been done. We made the 2 dragons. Like, they're just not going to be able to beat this. Sultai Devotee. Alright, so they're at 6 life. Let's play Dragonstorm, thin out our deck. Play our 2 lands, play Warden, and pass. It's a lot for them to fight through. They did a good job of sequencing all their cards, I will say, but... yeah. Just enduring before I attack, just in case. But we are 1-1. Well, you know, like I said, our top-end bombs are certainly strong. And, you know, that Earth Carver, too, was pretty good, just to have that in the deck. Another big thing to play. All right, we are on the play here. I'm going to keep this. Hopefully the Einok Wayfarers can find us a blue source, but, you know, we have 3 lands and a 2-drop and a 3-drop. We just absolutely can't mulligan this hand. We also have Dispelling Exhale and Spectral Denial. All right, let's find a land here off the Wayfarer. There is the island, okay. We milled a Warden of the Grove, which is unfortunate, but hopefully we can... Maybe one day we'll get it back with the Lie in Wait. But if we don't, it's not that big of a deal either. All right, Abzan Devotee is the play from the opponent. I'm just going to run out Champion of Doosan. So 2 more lands and we get to play the Karakik Guardian, and then we also have counter spells over the next 2 turns. Like 3 mana plays I'm not too afraid of, so I feel like just playing the champion is better than keeping up counter spells. For the most part. But if they play like a Reigning Victor here, I guess that's kind of annoying. Dalkoven Pack Beast is fine. Alright, we will play Embermouth Sentinel, go get a Swamp. And no attacks. So now we have Lion Weight plus Warden of the Grove. Nothing, you know, I can't kill the Devotee here, but like obviously getting back Warden of the Grove is potentially quite powerful. Dispelling Exile should be able to counter anything here. Mardu Devotee, though, I do not care to counter. I mean, if I can Spectral Denial, I think I should for the most part. Yeah, let's just Spectral Denial. No good attacks for them. The issue with casting Lion Weight right now is I can't play the Dispelling Exhale. So I think I'm just going to wait. Like, they're just going to play something big or good here. And I'm going to be able to counter it. 5 mana. Nothing. Okay, that's fine. No 6 land. A 6 land would be nice because that would allow me to just slam the Karakik Guardian and not worry. But we'll just wait. They probably have like removal in their hand or something. Unrooted Ancestor. Okay, I think I can handle that. Do I kill the Pack Beasts? Sure. All right, there is our land. I think I still wait on this. They have 2 cards in hand. I think this is probably just as good a time as any to just slam the Karakik Guardian and then just pass. If they were playing around a second counter spell this entire time, props to them. Props to them. No, it looks like they were. Good for them. I'm going to hold the Lion Weight, actually. I feel like the value of the Hydra is pretty low. So I think I'd rather do this and then get back to Karakik Guardian if they have some kind of combat trick. Otherwise, it's just going to keep chunking away. I will keep this land in my hand. I have 6 in play already for Dragonback Assault. So, yeah, Karakik Guardian for the win. And this is why we took it, by the way. We took this over Glacial Dragon Hunt. It's just a phenomenal card, and sometimes you just straight up lose to that thing. So very, very happy with that. 2 and 1. All right, on the play, I guess I will keep. I have all my colors for the most part. So I have red, blue. I guess I can just play the Wayfarer here. Okay, we just completely whiffed. That is not good. All right, let's go get a blue source and play it because we have the Exhale. And yeah, our hand is obviously not great. And not getting a land off of this is not great either. Happy enough to trade here for now. Alright, so we have all of our colors at least, so it's mostly just top decking. Honestly, Spectral Denial was a pretty good draw here. Because Presumably my late game is better than my opponent's. Are they mono white? What is this? All right. Okay, so green, green. Let's do this. God, I milled a Bewildering Blizzard. Poise Practitioner, sure. But let's get a blue anyways. And that is Dragonback Assault. Blue, green, red. All right, let's make a 7/7. This, if they have a Stormplane Detainment, it's really nice. Because it forces them to use it. I kind of hope they don't have another spell to cast here. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, this isn't perfect, but, like, we still got to do it, right? Like, both of these lands are just 4/4 dragons, so... They do get their forebear from the graveyard back, but... Oh, that's fine, okay. Alright, so at this point, even like Embermouth Sentinel, or Encroaching Dragonstorm are all good draws, because that just makes me get a bunch of dragons, so... in a very good spot here. 2 cards left in my mono-white opponent's hand. God, this card is so good. As long as they don't kill the Assault. If they detainment the Assault and then play a second spell, yeah, we're in trouble. Sun Pearl Kirin on the Stormplane Detainment. Nice. Okay. Yeah, no, that was really good. I'm going to make a very big Earth Carver. Presumably they're going to kill the Dragonback. Yeah. But they can't attack me here. Dragonback Assault goes down. Oh! Okay. I do not like that play. Maybe it was fine, actually. I'm going to hold on to the Wildling just because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Like, getting a land's probably better. Just trade damage is totally fine. No blocks. Warden of the Grove. Okay. All right, they're at 8 life. What red cards are we looking at? Okay, I guess I'll just get a red. I mean, 4/4 is better than 3/3, right? Although the 3/3 does gain me life. But by having these are all lethal. Like, if they block this flyer, they die. And they have to chump block the Kirin. Alright, Poise Practitioner getting in. No blocks. I don't know, triple Rebellious Strike, I guess. Or double I don't know. It's just like, yes, if they have a super narrow set of cards, we die. Okay. Okay. So now they have to chump. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Was that a good draw? I don't know. Seemed like it was pretty good for me. Alright. Alright. Into Bloomvine region, into all that stuff. Beat the mono white deck. Drew the Dragonback Assault. And yeah. Man. I can't believe I got that passed to me. I got Teval and Dragonback Assault passed to me. I mean, it's the best card in my deck. I do think it's better than the Jeskai Revelation in general. It's just so strong. All right. We had a little bit of a, lost the first round, but we are making a comeback here. We are on the play. I'm going to keep this. I have my 2 best cards. I just need to survive. Any land allows me to play a turn 4 Temur Tawny back, which is good. We have lots of ways to get lands as well in our deck. So, 3-lander, we just have to believe that we're going to get there, and hopefully we do. And yeah, we did. We drew a Bloomvine Regent. So as long as we don't get just absolutely run over here, it should be good for us. Let's see what they play. Fortress Kinguard, okay. Ooh, I drew an island too. Interesting. I kind of want to play to the board and kind of force them to use a Stadium Headliner, and I guess this one's better to play out. No, the thing is, what am I even looting away? Also, this is more of a must answer, so why don't we just go with it? And the thing is, honestly, I do not care if this dies. I do not care if this dies. If anything, what my plan is... Also, if this doesn't die and becomes a 4/4, it survives the assault, right? Yeah, no, this is totally fine. This is kind of what I was hoping would have happened. They don't get to... they spend all their mana, they're not putting a bunch of extra pressure on me, and then I just ramp with the Bloomvine Regent here. Let's get the Swamp in play. Because we can loot this away if we need to. Oh, we don't have a white source. Okay. Arishan Sunshield? How does that happen? That's lame. They somehow played a terrible 4-mana creature that actually really harms me right now. I guess I'll play Teval. It's not great with all the expensive cards in my hand, but let's see what they do. If they tap it now, I can still just attack them, right? Oh, and if they kill it, that's also fine. The issue here is just I'm not able to run out the assault here and get a bunch of value, but I'm at 9 life. Oh, wow. Bloomvine Regent. Let's just play this just to get it in play. It's not great, but it's fine. I still have a bunch of forests. It's also nice to be able to play this and just gain a bunch of life off my dragons. But honestly, getting 2 forests, making 2 dragons is probably just way better. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Need a white source for the Jeskai Revelation. Next turn, we can go get 2 forests and play Temur Tawny back. If I draw Sagu Wildling, I probably just go Wildling, get a Plains. Maybe play the Regent and then play the Plains. That's also a viable line. It also just makes it so that I'm out of reach. But I don't know. 5 mana, 4/5, gain 3 life seems worse than ramp myself and get a bunch of creatures in play. Okay, opponent played a land. Excuse me. Riling Dawnbreaker. I'm just snap blocking here. Okay. Oh, there is the Sagu Wildling. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that is tapped. So why don't we get a Plains, play a Plains, and honestly, I think I care about the Sunshield more than the Dawnbreaker, and this costs more mana. So why don't we go ahead and play this? Bounce this, deal 4 here. Alright. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy one for them. I mean, Corey Steelcutter is cool, but... Ooh, Voice of Victory is also cool, but... Don't think that gets it done here. I don't have any black cards. Let's go ahead and get 2 forest. Two forest. Whew. This is some action. I can't counter stuff because they have the voice of victory, huh? Karakik Guardian is cool. All right. Well, we have 4/4/4 flyers in play. Don't think we're going to be losing this one. I guess they could give it haste, but that doesn't really matter. It's got vigilance. I mean, I can just double block in the air. 4, 8, 12, 16. I don't know why they haven't conceded yet, but maybe I forget to attack. All right. Guess what? Dragonback Assault and Jeskai Revelation are good Magic the Gathering cards. Ooh, woo! And 4-1. Alrighty, 4-1. 3 more to go. Can we go another trophy? We'll see. Gonna need to draw well. Ugh. This hand. I have my dragons. I gotta believe in my mana fixing. If it wasn't for the dragon sniper, I would not keep this hand, but I'm hoping that that gets me to where I need to go. Okay, Evolving Wilds. I'm gonna get a black source because I have this Teval. Alright, so they're just guys, so they're not super aggro. Okay. Oh. Should have gotten planes. Should have gotten planes. Oh well. Okay, Meticulous Artisan. Interesting. It's just my hand's really slow, but that definitely helps. That definitely helps. And I am discarding the Earth Carver. Feels like the worst of the cards in my hand. Let's keep attacking here. Like, yeah, that's... I'm happy trading off the sniper with kind of anything to slow them down to some degree. I guess if they play the Hasty Dragon, that wasn't so good. If they kill this, it's... Oh, River, sure. They hit another... This is a double Artisan deck. Just so you know, by the way, this isn't me playing right after the reset. I took like 3 days off over the weekend. Friend was in town. I was doing some drafts. So I am legitimately playing in like low diamond. Whereas, you know, when a reset happens, when you play other plat people, they're all mythic-ish people. So just... But, you know, I mean, the Meticulous Artisan is beating me down. So it's certainly not bad here, right? This is pretty nice, though. Being able to play the Embermouth Sentinel and play a Plains here and put it into play tapped is excellent here. Because they kind of have to play the Artisan here, right? So hopefully they don't have Artisan plus removal spell. Oh, wow. Okay. Into the Artisan? Oh, okay. So they don't play the Artisan, but they get to deal a bunch of damage. Okay. So that thing is now... Wow, that actually really hurts. What do I want to do? Effortless Master? I think I just want to take less damage. Alright, I'm at 11. So I have 2 cards in my graveyard, so I can actually play this. So I can bounce the token and kill the artisan, which I kind of like. And do it before they have the mana to do so. Alright. Return target spell or permanent. And sure. Alright. I'm at 8. I'm glad that thing gains me life. I'm glad that thing gains me life. So they get to play a spell plus the master. The Tevol is actually destroying me. I'm at 8 life. Seize opportunity? What is happening here? Oh, they can still play this next turn, right? I actually think I'm going to die here to my own Tevol. Tapping this down was absolutely ridiculous. That is so unfortunate, man. Like, how do I not die here? They can go Narset's Rebuke into Effigy. Like, I legitimately don't know how I'm supposed to live here. Maybe I was supposed to bounce my own Tevol. So this puts me to 6. I think I'm just dead. Yeah. That's actually ridiculous. That is ridiculous. You live by the Tevol, you die by the Tevol. That is literally the best possible card against Tevol, because part of what makes Tevol excellent is the fact that you can gain the life back, and then you can cast your spells, and you're putting pressure on your opponent. But when your opponent stuns it for 3 turns, it's like game over. Yeah, maybe I should have bounced my Tevol and dealt 4 damage to their artisan. That's me just not knowing my mythic rare interactions. That is 100% on me. Alright, good hand here. We do have the Dragonback Assault. Wow. Play the Monument, I guess, and get a Plains. Sinkhole Surveyor. Ooh, Dragon Sniper's good. Do I want this? I think I want to take a random draw, actually. Basically, the idea is I want to try to see if I can hold off on the Evolving Wilds, but I also just want a good draw here if possible. Okay, they just played Sinkhole Surveyor. It's kind of annoying. Alright, so that survives Dragonback Assault and everybody's favorite Tevol. I will play the Tevol. Nightblade Brigade, sure. Okay, just don't tap this down, okay? Like, you can kill it, just don't tap it down. I would prefer you not kill it. Okay, they killed it. Fair enough. Alright, we are just minimizing the damage here. We're at 10. Hopefully they don't have a way to kill it. Ideally, you want to wait till you can assault plus land, but like obviously I don't really have a choice here. Armament Dragon. Okay, this is a lot of damage. This absolutely is a lot of damage. If they can find a way to like trample or something, it's going to be really bad for me. Okay. We'll take the land. All right, we have a bunch of random flyers in play to block, and we have a Jeskai Revelation. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. What can we do? Okay. Sultai Devotee. Okay. Lie in Wait. That is really interesting too. Durgar Island Dragon. Revival of the Ancestors. Ah, this is so many good cards. They have 1 card? Okay, so they gave me the good game, which obviously you know how much I hate that. But it is what it is. All right, we're not dead. Can we kill them somehow? I don't have the mana to play this just yet. So let's think about this. They have a million blockers here. And I do not have the mana to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Super close. I can get back Sagu Wildling and play that as well. Let's think. I can also Bewildering Blizzard, which is really, really nice because they're going to go for a big attack. And I can shrink a bunch of stuff, draw enough cards where I can play the Trawlers and finish them off with the Revelation. All right, let's chill. Presumably they make a big attack. And we'll see what happens. I want to beat this opponent so badly after that good game. You know what I mean? Like, you're with me, right? Don't you want this opponent to lose so badly? I know I do. I know that I do. 10 out of 10 I want them to lose. 10 out of 10. Look at them. Okay. Oh, I can Dragon's Prey this. I didn't draw a land? Yikes! Do I have an 8/8 here? I can just go for the win. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Good game, buddy. Good game, a pal. And good game, friend. Woo! Okay, that's a good feeling. 5-2. 2 more to go. Alrighty, opponent on the play. Man, I would love to be on the play with this hand, with this Warden of the Grove, but the nice thing about this hand is the fact that I can get it back even if it dies. So I think my plan here is going to be... Well, we'll see what they do. Turn 2 Taigam, okay. Oh, that's interesting. This can get us the Black Source, but there's a Revelation in my hand too. I'm going to play this. Just feel like I want to play stuff on curve still. The thing is, the way I look at it is the Revelation is something that I'm just going to play as my last spell anyways, and between the Bewildering Blizzard, like, I should be able to find the colors that I need. Alright, Warden of the Grove is now a 3/3. If they kill the Warden, then we can lie in wait and kill the Taigam. Looks like a knockout maneuver, which is actually awful because Taigam is a 3/3 now. Oh my gosh. Just the actual best removal spell in that spot, right? Like, if they killed my thing, it's fine. If they use a Piercing Exhale, but pumping this and doing that is really annoying. Alright, well... now I'm not going to play Lie in Wait here. I just don't think it's enough value. And basically my plan here now is just to run out the Teval. If they kill the Teval, then I can always Lie in Wait. Sagu Pummeler, okay. I'll keep the Embermouth Sentinel back. Oh, I can't even attack, so... Alright, it is a 6/6, so... As long as they don't, like, tap it down or something, we're okay. Karakik Guardian, that is a good sign. Wow. So this is kind of a blowout. Let me think here. So I can go Bewildering Blizzard for... Did I play a land already? I did. So I can play a Bewildering Blizzard for 5 and then play Embermouth Sentinel. I think I want to do that. Because then my Teval lives, which is fantastic. And then now I can Embermouth Sentinel and get a land here in play tapped as well. Do I want to get a mountain or... I imagine it's mountain. So let's get mountain because I drew the white source here. And I will get quote-unquote blown out if they have some kind of removal spell here. I can just happily fire off a double block here if necessary. Because Teval, like, as long as I continue connecting with the Teval, it's going to be fine. Now, they do have Taigam online, but I have a feeling the game will likely end before then. Okay. Champion of Doosan, so that gets rebounded. Sure. Sagu Pummeler versus Taigam. I guess it's the Pummeler. Alright, we're at 8. We drew Champion of Dosan. Let's attack. And then... Ooh, I can actually just kill that. Now, is that worth it? Just to get Embermouth Sentinel in play? And just slow down their offenses? I think so. It's also just a way not to take a million damage. Oh, I take 6 damage from this? Ooh, I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay. Plains or island? Let's go plains. Oh no, I should have gotten mountain. I should have gotten mountain. Trade route envoy, it gets a counter. Okay. Oh, I absolutely should have gotten mountain. Okay, so let's attack with these two. Okay. All right. Hold on. I can play this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can play both actually. I don't think there's a point in me delving here. I'm actually just gonna play Bloombind Regent here. Which will make me take 5, but I will gain 3, and then I can still cast Revelation and go to 1 if I need to. But we just have lethal here in the air. So they have a Sagu Pummeler and the land, that is all. I'm at 8 life. If I just kill this, I think I'm just good, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Hold on. I'm gonna delve 1 so I don't die to... I don't get Spectral Interference for 3. Let's exile 1. Alright, I'm at 6. Just feels like it's gonna be tough for them to do 6 damage to me. Alright! Dragons getting it done. So many rares, so many mythics. We are now 6 and 2. 6 and 2. I don't even remember. What was our second loss to anyways? Oh, we lost to our own Teval. And the first loss was to the Wrath. Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty, here. Opponent on the play. Let's see. I have access to Molten Exhale, 3 different colors of mana. And I have a Kishla Trawlers that I can play on 3, so... You know, if I have a hand with lands and spells and 2 things I can play on curve, I will keep. Now, obviously, this hand is far from perfect. But it just, you know, it's just like, given that I have the Exhale into a Trawlers, I just feel like I keep, because if I draw a white source, or a black source, or a green source, I'm just totally fine here. All right, here, I'll lead with Champion of Doosan. This leaves me open to taking more damage, but... If they kill my Champion of Doosan, then I can play the Kishla Trawlers. Would love a black source or any kind of mana fixer. Okay. Okay, that also works. That's a Dragon Sniper. Yeah, we're just going to hold things back here. Now, you know, they had a nice 2-3-4 here in their Boros aggro deck. If I do not draw one of my bombs soon... I might be in trouble. Now, I have an okay start here, but look, they're going to be able to tap something down here and still hit me for a good amount. Look at this. I mean, this is the ideal deck, and this is what happens when you're 6 and 2. You get paired down, and you get paired against the nuts. The thing is, both my creatures are still pretty good here, and next turn I do have the ability to go Trawlers and... I mean, depending on what they attack with. But if they're not going to attack at all here, I'm still okay, right? So they might attack with the... They're not attacking with the Pack Beast, but they might attack with the Bodyguard. What? Okay. Interesting. Wow, that is super interesting. They must have a lot of cheap plays to tap 2 things down. If they kill something and tap something down, it's basically game over. I think I should still take the chance here and just not run out a naked 3-2 here. But that was really interesting. I thought for sure that my opponent was going to attack with the Bodyguard, and I'm in fact pretty surprised that they did not. Still just going to block the Brigade. They could have a Rebellious Strike, Duty Beyond Death, who knows? If they had Duty Beyond Death, they would have attacked with the Pack Beast. But to do this with, like, me with 5 mana up is also pretty wild, in my opinion, but it is what it is. But now we get to go Kishla Trawlers and kill something, potentially. And we're at 15 life. We do definitely have to be careful. Feel like I want to go wide here. It's not great, though. Like, if they kill my Earth Carver, I still just take a bunch of damage. But like if I play a 7/7 and they kill my Earth Carver, it's even worse, right? And if I play an untapped land next turn, I can go Trawlers, Molten Exhale, plus Renew on the 3/3, and having this be a 4/4 seems quite nice. Now, my opponent's on 4 lands, all spells, so this could also be very, very scary because I'm just constantly on the back foot. Actually, that was great. Them playing a Dragonback Lancer, allowing me to stabilize for a turn, I think was really, really good for me. Let's go white. Okay. So here's my question. Like, do I fire this Molten Exhale off somewhere? If so, where? Right? Where do I do this? Like, how good is the Bodyguard here versus the Lancer? I think the Flyer is just more of a problem here, given that they're kind of stuck on these lands anyways. All right, give me one of my bombs. I have so many of them, right? So many bombs in my deck, which is kind of why I'm hesitant to run out the Sentinel for a swamp, even though it lets me cast the Dragon's Prey. Like, I just have so many good draws. I want to give myself outs to draw them. You know, Dragonback Assault would be great. Actually, it wouldn't be that great. Teval, although I'd have to get a swamp. Obviously, Jeskai Revelation. But next turn, I probably want to make a 4-power creature here. Spread this out so that the Pack Beast can't really attack very well. And then I don't know about the Sentinels. We'll see. Oh, that's not good. That is definitely not good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are the blocks that least blow me out, I think. So let's try that. Why didn't they just do that? Okay. Interesting. Swamp? I mean, if I draw a land, I would love for it to be a swamp. Okay. Let's play the Wayfarer. Maybe we'll still find a swamp. We found forests. Do I want the forest? I think I'd rather have a 2/2 as just more ways to block their thing, so I'm just going to decline. They have 3 cards. I should get a swamp. I mean, it's not ideal, but I really just need to stabilize, and by drawing the swamp, I basically guarantee having an answer to a combat trick, and then I just have to lean on the rest of my deck to get me out of this spot. Still 4 lands, all spells, so that we are in a lot of danger. Lots and lots of danger. I will say the Earth Carver has been quite nice. Okay, no attacks, good. All right, well. We're at 9 life. This is representing a heck of a lot of damage here from the opponent's side. And presumably they have some tricks as well, so. Big surprise, when I don't draw my good cards, I'm in trouble. But we do have a lot of them. We have a lot of them. Rescue Leopard, okay. Twin Bolt. Wow, are you kidding me right now? So they get to tap this down. This dies. This can double block the Pack Beasts. And then I kill this. And I take 5 damage. Okay. Yep. I think that's the best line. Eating a free Pack Beast. Killing this. We take 5, we go to 4. And then they have 3 attackers now, and I'm at 4 life. And I have 3 blockers. Okay. We got a top deck. That's a top deck. I'm at 7. Sun Pearl Kirin to bounce a token. Okay. Oh, they just scooped? What? I was at 7 life. Oh my god. Wow. I thought that would go on a little bit longer and there would be like an epic Jeskai revelation off the top or a Dragonback Assault, but no. Just a well-timed Dragon's Prey and we got it done, and that is another trophy. Man, we are running so good over the last few drafts. Like, I took a little bit of a break, but we did back-to-back drafts. I recorded back-to-back drafts today, and we have back-to-back trophies with 2 very, very different decks, right? The deck yesterday was just your bread and butter, red-white beatdown deck with 5 1-drops, great curve, and this one was a bomb-laden 5-color deck. We didn't start with 5 colors in mind, but we just kind of ended up going in that direction. I don't actually even remember how we started this draft. Oh yeah, we opened Jeskai Revelation. Yeah. So this obviously gave us direction, right? It's like, yeah, we're either going to be Jeskai Control or 4 or 5 colors. And then in pack number 2, we got past Teval and Dragonback Assault. So this just came together nicely. It's like if I opened a pack where War Effort was the best pack card in the pack, I would have just taken that and skewed towards that direction if possible. But depending on the signals, we would have figured out where to go. And ultimately in this one, like even in this draft, it was pretty clear that 5 colors was contested to some degree. At least in packs 1 and 3, we definitely got the hookups in pack 2, but we just tried our best to balance mana fixing, and we had plenty of it, right? It's not like the Sentinel is a great card, but hey, look, it gets me the colors that I need, right? And I can always play it on turn 2. Saga Wildling, we also put a really, really high priority on to be able to cast all our spells, so that was really good. I was very happy with the Dragon Sniper, allowing us to survive into the late game. And it looks like we had enough things to do late where I really just didn't need another card draw effect. So we did have the ability to take a Rakshasa's Bargain. Still not sure, but I'm pretty happy with the fact that I did have access to this Dispelling Exhale, giving me another thing to do early. Because, like I said, in most of the games, if I get to cast Dragonback Assault, Jeskai Revelation, Karakik Guardian, Teval, Bloomvine Regent, usually I'm going to be the one that's ahead there. Oh, I also had Champion of the Warden of the Grove. Jesus, how many rares did I have? Did I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Not bad. And that's what you got to do to get there with these decks, honestly. Like, you can't get there with commons. You need the signpost uncommons and rares to kind of point you in this direction. If you just start the draft trying to lock in 5 colors, I have had some bad drafts go that direction. So look for the bombs. If not, just try to stay 3 colors and just kind of adjust accordingly. If 5 colors is not getting you there and you've taken a bunch of green cards or mid-range cards, then of course there's also the option of doing the black-green counters deck, which is also totally fine, or even a Temur Stompy deck. So there's little different directions that you can go depending on what's available, but we still managed to make it work just on the backs of the extremely powerful bombs that we had, and we got paid off, and another trophy, and we are one step closer to get to Mythic, to get close to Mythic rank 1. I mean, we hit Mythic rank 3 in the last season. Why not 1 in this one? Why not? Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I truly do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and would like to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you need booster boxes or singles, check them out. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. You need your deck boxes, playmat, sleeves, dice boxes, all that good stuff. They're always innovating on their products. They're always coming up with new things. Check them out, heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Man, I've gotten a lot of Dragonback Assaults. I am not complaining. Also, they've mostly been passed to us. So thank you to all the drafters. Keep passing me these assaults so I can get more and more trophies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.